Hey y'all, welcome back to my live show. I'm Shanta Prince, and I help women coaches build their personal brands, create high ticket offers, and get paying clients. So today, that's what I want to talk to you about is about the two main things that you need to start coaching. Now, I work with my clients are women coaches. Most of them, well, actually, all of my clients are women of faith, all believers, and but I also I work with women in different capacities. So in some instances, I like if I offer a workshop or something along those lines, where I'm teaching in a group setting, and I work with people one on one. I work in VIP settings where I'm working with them for a full day to accomplish a very specific task. But after a while of working with people over time, one thing that I've come to understand is that for a lot of people, what's keeping them back from really starting their coaching businesses and going all in is that they think they need all of this different stuff. They think they need 20 different things before they can actually start their coaching businesses. And I want to talk about that today. I want to dispel some myths because it's easy to look at someone who's been doing this thing for 20 years and think you need all of this stuff. And the truth of the matter is, you really only need two main things to start coaching. And I'm going to talk about those things in just a minute. But most importantly, one of the things that I really want to talk to you about today is if you're one of those people and you've been sitting on the fence and you want to start your business and you're going around in circles and you're doubting yourself and you're listening to other people, most likely the people that you're listening to have probably never started a business. And if you're one of those people and you're ready to get started, I want to tell you that the time to get started is right now. People are still investing, people are still buying. One of my clients has closed. We've been working together for 3 weeks now. Is it three? I think it's been about 3 weeks. Yeah, today, today is the 3 weeks. She's already closed her ninth sale. And hey, you guys, if y'all see Natasha's comment, go and get connected with Natasha. She is doing her Unapologetically No workshop tonight, y'all, and it is going to be the bomb. If you're one of those people and you have issues with saying no and issues with managing your time and issues with setting boundaries, hello, somebody, we've all been there before. When you get to that place where you're trying to take care of everybody and you get lost in the sauce and you forget about yourself, Natasha is going to help you to get your life back. So go get connected with Natasha. Get the details about her workshop that's going down tonight. You still got time to grab your spot. So please, please, please go connect with her. So when it comes to really starting your business, there's a lot of things that can come up. There's things that get in the way, and a lot of times it's stuff that you don't even think that you need. And what that does is it delays the process over and over and over again. But right now, I'm telling you, is the time to step out. It is the time to step out. It is the time to move in faith and believe that everything that you dream about, God is going to cause things to unfold. But you got to take those steps, right? Faith without works is dead, right? The way that you show what you believe is by how you behave. So if you believe that there's enough success out here for you, there's enough success out here for all of us. If you believe that you're called and you believe that this is your time, that shows up in how you behave. And usually if you're not stepping out, if you're not moving, there's something there that's keeping you back. It could be doubt, it could be you thinking you need all the different things that you don't need, and we're going to talk about that. But I just want to encourage you that if you're on the fence and you've been thinking about starting, take the leap. Find yourself a mentor. Find yourself a mentor to help you to articulate what it is that you're trying to do, to help you to take what's in your heart and create something tangible that your ideal clients that they can see and they want to invest in. Now, it's one thing to have something that you want to sell, but you have to make it sellable, because sometimes you have an amazing idea, but if you don't position it the right way, then people won't buy it. And it's not that the idea was bad, it's just that you haven't positioned it the right way. Find yourself a mentor to get those ideas out. If you can't find yourself a mentor right now, the second best thing to having a mentor is you doing what you know how to do. And then you learn as you go, right? So, for example, I was just talking to my mom today, and she talked about how when I was a kid, she bought me a pair of skates. And now my mom is she talked about how she doesn't skate. Now my mom was great at swimming, but she's like, I never learned how to skate, right? So my mom was not able to teach me how to skate. So she bought me a pair of skates. I remember like it was yesterday. I was in second between second and third grade, and my mom bought me this pair of skates, and I was literally skating up and down the sidewalk with these skates. And I learned how to skate by actually skating. And so you already know, you understand how when you're doing something like that, yes, you're gonna fall down. Yes, you might scrape your knee a few times, but you can learn how to do something without a mentor if you're actually doing it, right? So that I would say that's the next best thing. If you're not in a place where you can get a mentor, then you learn by doing it. Now, a mentor is going to be able to help you to not fall down as many times and to get there faster. But if you're one of those people and you're like, I absolutely cannot do it, then that's for you to actually get involved and get engaged with what you know how to do. And then you take it as a let your work be your classroom. So when you do something and it doesn't work, and then you start saying, okay, well, why didn't that work? Right? When I was getting some golf instruction, my golf teacher said to me, she said, there's no stop saying that like that the it was a bad hit. That she was like, there's no bad hit. She said, just ask, what did the ball do? Right? Because what happens is when I would hit the ball, and there were like five of us. Like we were out there and we were learning how to hit the ball. And you could just hear the frustration with every time we swung. Like some of us were missing the ball, some of us were hitting it in the wrong direction. And you could hear the frustration. Like you could hear us breathing and huffing and puffing, like, oh, like it didn't work, or like we would be doing all the things, right? All the things that signal frustration. That's what we were doing. And so our coach said, she said, stop saying that. Stop saying it's a bad ball. Just what did the ball do, right? And when you look at it like that, it's like, oh, okay, well, I need to see why the ball went in that direction, right? Why did it go in that direction? And how can I make it go in the direction that I want it to go in? So it's just like that with business. You got to ask yourself, okay, why didn't that work the way that I thought it was going to work? And how can I turn this thing around to go into another direction, the direction that I wanted to go? Okay. Now, so two things. If you can't get a mentor, do what I said. Do what you know how to do and learn from that. The other thing is there's a difference between not being able to in really not being able to invest in a mentor and not looking for a way to invest. I'm the kind of person who, when I first started investing in myself, I've been buying and investing in myself for maybe like a good 12 years now. I've spent a lot of money investing in my knowledge and my skills. A lot of money. I'm talking about, if I count up my degrees and all of the classes and courses and mentoring I've invested in, probably in a few $100,000, a couple $100,000 if I total everything together. So I said all that to say that I wasn't always in a place where I could invest like that. The very first investment that I made in my business about 12 years ago, I was fresh out of the Navy and I just did not have money laying around. So I literally went into my closet and said, I got all these name brand purses, all these name brand shoes. So I started pulling these purses off my shelf because I realized these purses are not helping me get where I'm trying to go. So guess what I did? I pulled those purses out of the closet and I sold them. And I got the money that I needed to make my first investment in my business education. That's the kind of person that I am because I'm that serious about getting to where I need to be. I don't look at something and say, "Oh, I can't do that," because I know the power of having a mentor or a teacher to help me get where I'm trying to go. Now, I'm not saying that you can't make it if you don't have a mentor. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying if I'm talking to you, right? You know if this message is for you. If you're in a place where you're like, "Listen, I really need to invest in myself. I really need to get some help with where I'm going." then you sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, right? So that first business investment that I made is still, I still use that knowledge to serve my clients today. The things that I learned how to do, it helped me to get to the next level because I was feeling stuck and I'm like, I'm new to business, right? I'm a military girl. I'm fresh out of the Navy. I was full time in college, fresh out of the Navy. I had a baby on the way, and it was just it was a lot, right? That baby that I'm talking about, she's 11 now. So I just said all that to say, if you're one of those people and you're like, I really want to get this thing going and I could invest if I just stretch myself a little bit, then that's for you. Okay. So there's three categories of people. Some of you can invest. And if you can and you don't have a mentor yet, I will highly encourage you to invest in a mentor, even if it's not me. I'm not saying you got to buy my programs, but I'm saying get connected with someone who is going to help you get to your next level. Mentorship, coaching. Let me tell you guys, it wasn't until I changed my circle that I started to understand that, because I had been investing, I just told you I've been investing in myself for the past 12 years, consistently, faithfully, right? Those of us who invest in ourselves, it's a lifestyle. Like you're always going to be somewhere buying somebody's book, buying some program. It's a lifestyle. But I didn't realize until I really started connecting with 7 and 8 figure business owners that I realized how serious they are about it too. In the sense, and what I mean by that is I knew that like from where I was, I'm investing on the levels that I'm able to invest. But when I started connecting with 7 and 8 figure CEOs, they actually, I realized they actually put money aside for investing. And for me at the time, that was like a new concept for me. Like, wait a minute, you actually like have like money allotted to invest in yourself. That was just shocking to me, right? It was mind blowing. Like, wait a minute, like I invest. Like, if I see something and I know I need it, I'll pay for it. But like actually putting money aside to invest with, that was like a totally new concept to me, right? And that's when I began to understand something like this is not a game. Like it's not a game. It is not a terrible thing to pay someone to pour into you. It's actually an amazing thing, right? It is amazing too, because what you get for the money is worth so much more than the actual money. And the people that I invest with, the people that I buy things from, I'm happy to give them my money. Like, I told somebody, I was like, just take my money, right? Take my money because I'm happy to give you this money because I know that what I'm going to get in return is priceless. Someone pouring into you and teaching you and telling you everything that they know to get to your next level, that is priceless, y'all. Like, you cannot put a price on that. So when I invest with people, I invest with people that I know I'm going to get a huge return. If I spend $1,000, I know I'm getting $5,000 worth of knowledge and information that's going to help me get to my next level. So that is how I invest. When I know that, like, okay, I'm looking at the value, I'm a value buyer. I'm not as much concerned as the price concerned with the price tag as I am with the value that I'm going to get. So the first, usually the price is like the last thing that I'm concerned about. I want to see what kind of value am I getting. So when I'm looking at a program or a class or something, the first thing I'm looking at is what am I getting out of this? And this is why listen, if you haven't watched my videos on this kind of stuff, go back and watch some of those videos because I teach you how to articulate the value in what you're offering, because that's what people are paying you for. They're paying you for the outcome that they're going to get. They're paying you for the value that you're bringing. And you have to be able to articulate that in your program, right? So when I'm thinking about investing, that's the way my mind works. I'm like, okay, what am I going to get out of this? And so I'm looking at, oh, yep, I need that, I need this, I need that. And so when everything works together and I realize, okay, all of the stuff that I'm getting out of this program is something that I need right now, then I will figure out the price tag. I'll figure out how to make the investment later. But I'm like, I need to get in here. And because of that, I've been able to accomplish things in business that I would have, if you would have told me years ago that I would have a 25K month, I would be like, you lying to me? You lying to me? See, I was one of those people, like, I would believe it for everybody else, but I couldn't see it for myself, right? But investing in mentorship has helped me to be able to accomplish the most amazing things. And the way that I serve my clients, I really go hard for my clients because I want them to win and I believe in them. And God just sends me the most awesome clients. And the clients that I work with, they're usually very high powered women, and they're very talented, they're very skilled, and they're visionaries. They carry very powerful visions. And I'm like, thank you, God, that I get to help them, right? Because it is a blessing, it's a privilege and an honor to be able to help them. Thank you, God, that I get to help them bring this vision to the world. It is a huge blessing. And so think about that. If you're one of those people who you're like, okay, I gotta move forward. You need to figure out for you what's the next bet, what's the next step that you should take. What's the next right step for you? What's the next thing that you need to do? Do you need to invest? Do you need to find a mentor? Do you need to get busy with what you already know? Right? Do you need to take the knowledge that you've already learned and put that into action? Okay. Think about what you need to do next to get to your next level, because I'm telling you guys, don't get caught up in what you see happening in the world right now, because there is a lot that's going on in the world, and you could easily look around and realize, okay, there's so much happening, and it could make you think that there's the money's not out there, the money's not available, nobody's going to invest. That is a lie. That is a lie. People are still investing. People, and they will invest with you. They will buy your products and your programs and your services. They will. And I'm telling you, like, don't let the times or what things look like to make you draw back. Thank That must be Natasha. Thank you, Natasha. Um, but Natasha did say that. She was like, here, take my money. She said the same thing. I feel like Natasha is my long lost sister or something, because we have so much in common. But Natasha was one of those ones. She was like, take my money. So I want you to think about, what is the next step that you need to take? What do you need to do next? Because y'all, I'm telling you guys, success, there's enough success for everybody. And right now, there's so much opportunity. Like, y'all know how, like, when you go back and you read the scriptures, right? And we see like Moses leading the Israelites out of Egypt, and they got to the Red Sea, and God just opened, he just spread that sea for them to walk on through. I'm telling y'all, this is a Red Sea moment. The sea is wide open for you to walk on through if you're willing to have the faith and implement the stuff that you need to implement. A lot of times you get caught up in thinking you can't do it, and you really can if you do the work, right? And I've said this before, success does not discriminate. It does not. Success does not say, well, I like Mary, so I'm going to show up to Mary's house. Or I like Natasha, so I'm going to show up to Natasha's house. Success shows up for anyone who does the work. I promise you. Anybody who's going to do the work, success shows up. So if you're implementing the things, now don't get this twisted with perseverance, because we still have to have perseverance, right? If you try to sell your program for the first time and you don't get any sales, then you just got to keep going. That's just a part of being in business. Sometimes things don't work the way we want them to work. But the mindset of an entrepreneur is, okay, let me take a step back. Remember what I said about my golf instructor. What did the ball do? Okay. What did the launch do? What did the program do? What did the class do? Take a step back and look at, okay, what happened and how can I improve this for the next time? Believe it or not, the struggles that you go through, they help you to become better. That's why I'm able to tell my clients that doesn't work. Because I've tested it for you, and I failed enough at that for you to tell you that does not work. And you're not look, my clients don't invest in me to be their friend, right? We are friends, right? But I'm gonna tell them the truth, because I want them to win. And if they're doing something that I know this is not gonna work, it's my duty to tell them that does not work. Okay. So let's talk about the things that you need to go ahead and get started. So I know that it can look like you need like all of the things to get started, but I promise you, you only need the two main things to get started in coaching. The first thing that you need is a way to get paid. Okay. a way to get paid, and you can go set that up right now in less than 5 minutes. You can set up a payment processor so you can get paid. Okay. You need a way to get paid. Okay. The other thing that you need is you need an offer. If you have an offer and a way to get paid, you can start coaching right now. So that's not to be confused with if you're in a specific space where you are or you need if you're in the health coaching space, then there may be certain certifications that you need to go get. But for most of us, we're actually mentors, but we say we use the term coaching, but we're actually mentors. Now, let me explain that, okay? Now, I have two certifications in life coaching. I have I've taken a lot of training in actual life coaching, and I have two certificates in two different certificates in life coaching. However, I don't really coach. I can, but what coaching really is when you're working with a client and you're helping to accomplish their goals, but you're drawing the gold out of them to help them to see what they need to do next by asking powerful questions. A skilled coach is very talented at asking the right questions. And I will tell you that coaching is one of the most vulnerable experiences I've ever had. Because in order for me to get my credentials as a life coach, I had to be coached. And I will tell you that there was one session in particular that I had with my trainer, the person who trained me as a life coach. He's phenomenal. I was in a session with him and he was coaching me and he was asking me questions that were so powerful that I couldn't even believe like the stuff that was in me that he was drawing out. I was shocked. I was listening to my own voice, like, who is this girl? Like, who is this? But you'd be so amazed at how someone can ask you a question and you'd be amazed at what will come out of you by someone knowing how to ask the right questions. I believe that is a very special gift. It is a very special gift. And you can learn it. You can learn how to ask people the right questions. So coaches a real coach does not tell you what to do. They will ask you questions until you figure out what you need to do. Okay? That is coaching. Okay? Now, the difference is that's the difference between actual coaching and what we call coaching today. What we've done is we've taken coaching, mentorship, masterminding. We've taken all of those teaching. We've taken all of those and thrown it under the title of coach, right? So that's what. So sometimes when you see a person as a coach, that person may not actually be a credentialed or certified life coach, but they may be a teacher. They may be a mentor, but it's all under the term coaching, right? So do y'all understand what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments. Does this make sense to y'all? So, so the thing is, so I wanted to talk about that because I want you to understand what you actually need to start your coaching business. Okay. So when you look at a person who is if they're a certified life coach, Jarrell says yes. Okay. So when you look at a person who is a credentialed coach, they're gonna have um a different understanding of what they need than what you may need. Okay. So, for example, I had a client who told me she was getting her certification as a coach. She said, Shanta, she said, I disenrolled from the class because he told me you could learn this stuff in the book. And she's like, look, I'll just take the book. Just tell me what book, and then I could get my few $1,000s back because if I can go learn this stuff in the book, why am I sitting here? Now, I'm not discrediting certifications, not at all. I love school, y'all. Like, for those of you who have been connected with me for a while, you know I love some school. I have 4 degrees myself, And I'm thinking about going to get a fifth one, but I'm not really ready to write papers yet. So I'm not discrediting getting educated. But I'm saying this because I want you to understand that a lot of times the stuff that you think you need, you really don't. Okay. So you have to understand where you fall into the umbrella of where you fall under the umbrella of coaching. Okay. So so now that you understand that, you can really see, like, when some people say I'm a coach, they really are they're a life coach, and they're the ones who are going to ask you questions. Now that's what I meant earlier when I said, well, I have 2 certificates in life coaching, but I don't really coach. I teach. I, I teach people, and I'm the one who I tell my clients, okay, this is what you need to do. Like, I just emailed one of my clients last night, giving her a strategy for how to launch her program. So I've got 2 clients who are getting some new clients into their programs, and they both have different styles of how they're doing that. One of my clients wants to launch. I have another client who's not ready to do a launch yet. So my client who's not ready to do a launch, she's got a different strategy that she's working on than my client who's ready to launch. So my client who's ready to launch, I sent her a long email last night, like, okay, this is what you got to do. Your launch is coming up. So right now, this is what you need to be working on. Number 1, number 2, number 3. So I gave her steps. I gave her an entire blueprint of what to work on getting up to her launch, so that she can actually make some amazing sales. Okay. So that's me telling, right? I can't, in this situation, I can't say, well, what do you think you should do to get ready for your launch? Right. That would be my coaching hat. Right. So what do you think you need to do to get ready for your launch? Right. That's my coaching hat. My teacher hat and my telling hat is, all right, this is what you got to do. You want to launch? Okay. You got to do A, B, C, D. Okay. Let's look at what you already have. Do you have this? Do you have this? Okay. Now this is what you need to do. Right. So do y'all see the difference? That's why I'm saying, like, some of us, um, the title coach is intimidating, because you're like, well, I don't have any certifications, I don't have any degrees, I don't have any education in this area. But I'm here to tell you that all you need, the second thing that you need, Jarrell says, I want to launch. Jarrell, if you want to talk, just send me a DM if you want to talk about how you can get prepared for your launch. So y'all, this is what you need. You need an offer. Okay. In that offer that you're going to offer to people, when I say offer, I mean some type of program or something that you take people through. Okay. In that program, you need your process. You need what your process is. Okay. So if you're one of those people, you're like, well, I'm not really a coach. Then if the term coach is intimidating for you, don't call yourself a coach. Right? Call yourself what you are. If you're a mentor, if you want to start a mentorship program, that's why my group is coaches and mentors, purpose-driven coaches and mentors, because some of you are actually mentors. And a mentor shows people how to do what they've done, right? And so some of you are mentors. You pour into people and you teach them how to get to where you are, right? So if the term coach is like, oh, I don't really want to call myself that, then don't do it, right? So think about how you fall under that umbrella and go with that, right? I'm just telling you this to get yourself from being unstuck. Now, right now, the coaching industry is not a regulated industry, meaning you don't need to have a certification to be a coach. You do not. Now, I do always encourage people to always invest in yourself. We just talked about that, right? Those of us who invest, it's a lifestyle, right? I'm always going to encourage you to invest in yourself and better yourself. But I will also tell you, don't allow that to keep you back from getting started, because your best knowledge is going to come from falling down and getting back up again, right? When I talked about the roller skates earlier, you fall down enough time on some roller skates, you start learning how to stay up. You start learning how to not fall down again. And so think about, number 1, what's the next step you need to take? Do you need mentorship, or do you need to just get into action? Or you may need to actually do both. Also, if you are ready, get your payment processor together, right? Because you want to move into prophetic, right? You may not have clients yet, but you will have some. So you're going to need a way to get paid. Then think about what your process is and what your offer is going to be. Now, one of the things that I help my clients with, I help them to design their offers. If they don't have offers, I help them to design any kind of offer they want to offer. If they want to do a workshop, if they want to do a launch, I just helped one of my clients map out her 4-day launch. We mapped out what she's going to talk about each day, the title of her sessions for each day, what the topics that she's going to cover for each day, how she's going to pivot into her sales conversations. We mapped it all out. So this is something that I work with my clients on, how to map out their offers. Remember when I talked about finding somebody to articulate your vision, to help you articulate your vision? That is one of my gifts. When I hear what you want to do, I can take what you're trying to do, take your words and your ideas, and create an entire offer out of it, an entire program. All I need is a little bit of idea about what it is that you want to accomplish, what it is that you want to sell, and I can design a complete offer that you can go out and sell, okay? So you need two things. You need a way to get paid and you need an offer, okay? Inside of that offer is going to be your process. We none of us have the same process. Okay? So if you're thinking, "Oh, it has to look like this person," or no, it does not. It has to look like how you do it. Okay? So if you're mentoring someone, your process is your process. And sometimes what happens is you get rattled because you see another person saying, "Well, this." So let's say, for example, you teach your person. I always use this example, y'all. It's my favorite. But let's say you teach your clients how to launch their programs using webinars, right? But then you hear a guru say, "Oh, webinars are terrible for launching." That could rattle you if you're not confident in your process. That could have you shaken because you're like, well, it works for me, it works for my clients. That's their process. Okay. You got to be confident in your process. And that's what it really all comes down to is you having your process. If you sit down today and map out what your process is, you can create an offer. So if you help divorced women over 40 feel confident again, what is the first step that she needs to take to start making that happen for herself? Then what's the second step? And then what's the third step? Okay. Map out your process and then you're ready to create an offer. That is what it that y'all, I know that what I'm saying sounds so simple and it is, right? Now there's a lot of hard work that goes into building a successful business, but this part, if you're overthinking this part, then you can stop overthinking today because it really just takes you sitting down and walking out your process, writing it out, and you can really create an entire program offer around what your process is. So instead of thinking, oh, it needs to look like this person, or I don't have, you got to think about your process because that's what people are coming to you for your process. Okay. So if you sit down and you think about what's the first step, what's the second step, what's the third step, what's the fourth step, right? And then you can start making them into modules or sections. Okay. Like, okay, so let's say, for example, let's use the divorced women over 40 example. If you help divorced women over 40 feel confident again, what's the first thing that she needs to do? Let's just say the first thing that she needs to do is let go of her past and let go of feeling guilty that, she had to experience a divorce, right? So in your module one, you're going to talk about letting go of the past. You're going to talk about forgiveness, forgiving herself, and forgiving whoever she needs to forgive. That's going to be your first module. Then let's say the second module is once she's done that, she needs to really start to understand her purpose and who she is without being in a marriage. Who is she without her husband? Okay. So in your second module, you're going to talk about, okay, so now we're going to talk about purpose in a second module, right? So this is an example of you walking through what your process is and then creating an offer out of that, y'all. Like it's really just that simple. It's simple, but it's not, right? It's simple, but it can be complicated if you overthink it, right? So today you can stop overthinking and actually get your offer together. Now, if you're one of those people and you like, okay, I need an offer, I'll be glad to help you to create your offer. That is one of my favorite things to do is to create offers for my clients. I help them to not only create the offer, I help them to write the copy for it, which is the marketing language, the The words that you use to sell. That's the easiest way I can explain copy. The words that you use to sell or get someone to take a specific action. So I help them to write the copy and I actually show them how to sell it. So that way, when it comes time to sell, you're not like, okay, what do I say? How do I help them with how to sell their program. So if you're like, okay, I need an offer together, but you're not able to invest in my program, but maybe you are able to invest in my program. You just need to send me a message to find out. I also have VIP days available where we can just work together in the VIP session on just me creating your offer for you. I've done that for clients as well in the past where they're just like, okay, I can't commit to a program right now, but I can do a VIP day. So I have clients that I've just got together with them and designed their offers that they can go and sell. So I have some options for you if you're like, okay, I need someone to help me to do those things. Okay. So you need a way to get paid, you need an offer. Okay. In that offer, you're going to map out your process. Here's another thing I want you to do for your offers. Make sure you can explain how people's lives are going to be different as a result of taking you up on your offer, because that is what people are paying you for. The how many sessions they're going to get, the how many workbooks they're going to get, that stuff is important, but that's not the main thing that people are paying you for. So what I see happening is a lot of people put a lot of emphasis on, you get 3 sessions, you get 2 workbooks, you get this ebook, you get access to me on Voxer, you get this, and people are still like, okay, but what do I really get though? Like all that stuff is great, but what am I really getting? This is a big mistake that I see so many people. I see it every single day, y'all, where people focus too much on what the things that people are getting, and they're not focusing on the transformation that people are going to get. Okay. So when you put that offer together, you want to make sure the transformation is clear. How are their lives going to be different when they pay you that $3,500? When they pay you that $5,000? How is their life going to be different? Because that's what makes people pull out their cards and pay. It's not the how many sessions and the how many workbooks and that's not what makes people pull out their card. What makes people pull out their card is the transformation. So like for example, how many of us really want to work out every single day, right? Some of us don't really want to work out every day, but we want the transformation, right? Don't come sell me a workout, but sell me the transformation, right? If you know that I'm going to the beach, and then sell me how I'm going to be looking on the beach, not the hard workout that I got to do, right? So a lot of times what people are doing, they're selling the hard workouts and not the transformation. The transformation, what I want is I want to know how I'm going to be looking on the beach. Right? When I'm hurting, like remind me like, okay, remember how you want to look on the beach, right? Okay. But if you sell me the hard workout, I'm turned off because I don't want to think about that right now. I want to think about the transformation. So what I'm telling you today, like y'all, like actually you have enough information to go create an offer today. If you sit there and rap out that must be Natasha. Show me. I know that's right. So think about how you can map out your process, right? Map out your process and make sure you're clear on the transformation. I usually encourage my clients to come up with 3. I'll ask my clients, I'll say, well, what's the transformation? How their life's going to be different? And then they articulate it, and then I write it up for them, and I make it pretty for them. I make it sellable, right? Because we want something to sell, right? I have one client who, she's a Christian, and sometimes y'all know how we get. Those of you on here who are believers, y'all know how we get sometimes. Sometimes we can get a little too churchy, right? And so what was happening with her offer is it was a little too churchy, and I was like, okay, we got to make this sellable because no one's going to want to pay you for something if they're looking at it and they're like, well, I can get that in church I can get that at Bible study on Wednesday night. Like, why would I pay for this, right? why would I pull out my card and pay for this if it's something I can just go to Bible study and get, right? So we took everything and made it sellable so that people actually can get excited about pulling out their card and investing, right? What makes your offer sellable is the results that you're going to help them to get. Okay. Because that is what I'm telling y'all. Like, that's what people are paying for. We want results. Okay. It's never the thing that people are paying you for. It's the thing behind the thing. I say this all the time. They don't want the thing, they want the thing behind the thing. Okay. When I buy something, I'm thinking about when I buy earrings or when I buy lipstick or whatever it is that I buy, I'm buying it because it's not just the thing, it's how I'm gonna feel, right? It's the thing behind the thing. It's how I'm gonna feel when I put this new lipstick on. It's how I'm gonna feel when I put these new earrings on. Okay. It's how I'm going to look, how I'm going to feel, how much time I'm going to save, right? Think about the thing behind the thing. Okay. Think about the what listen, if y'all go to victoriassecret.com, let me know in the comments. What does victoriassecret.com sell? Do they really sell lingerie? Do they really sell body sprays and lotions? Do they really sell pajamas? What are they really selling? Look beyond the things, right? What is the thing behind the thing that Victoria's Secret that Victoria's Secret sell? Let me know in the comments. What do you think it is? A look in the feel. Yes, confident. Yes, y'all. This is it. This is what I'm talking about. Yes. A look and feel, confidence. Yes. You guys, y'all are on it. Y'all are on it. So this is what I'm talking about, y'all. So when you walk away from this live video today, I want you to think about the thing behind the thing that you sell. Right? Yes. Sexy confidence. Yep. Selling sexy. Yes. Yes. You guys, y'all are the bomb. That's it. So when it comes to your offer, I want you to think about the thing behind the thing that you really sell. Okay. For example, my clients, we want to make money, right? But it's not just the money that we want. We want the freedom. Okay. We want the thing behind the thing. Okay. I'm not see when I help y'all, I get so excited when my clients make money. Like I literally like sometimes I cry for them because I'm so excited for them to be making money because I know that when they make money, that's getting them closer to their goal of they want the freedom. Listen, we all know that we need money to survive. We need money to have options. That's what money provides for you. It gives you options. Okay. And when my clients are making money, I get so excited for them because I'm like, their options are opening up with every dollar that hits that bank account. Your options are opening up, right? My clients want freedom and they want options. They want to be able to make a choice and say, you know what? I don't want my kid to go to that school. I want my kid to go to this school. You know what? I'm tired. I need a break. Let's go take a quick vacation. Let's go to the beach. You know what? I really like this organization over here. I like what they're doing for young girls. Let me write them a check to help them to keep that thing going. You know what? Our church needs some new flooring. Let me write a check so the church can get this new flooring. We want the options, right? We want to be able to write checks where we want to write those checks to. We want to be able to do what we want to do when we want to do it. So that's the thing behind the thing, right? So I want you to think about when you put your offer together, what is the thing behind the thing that your ideal clients want? What is it that they want, right? So when we go and we shop, it's not the thing, right? We want that confidence, right? If we go to Victoria's Secret, we want that confidence, right? We want a certain look and we want a certain feel. There's something that we're looking for, and that's the reason why we're buying. So what I want you to walk away with today is think about, what do my clients actually want? What are they paying me for? What are they buying from me? And then when you make your offer, you understand. So when you're selling something, you're not all wrapped up. You're not spending 20 minutes talking about you get three one-on-one sessions with me. You get three because you know that the thing is separate from what they actually want, right? The thing is separate from the thing behind the thing, right? And so what I see coaches doing is they're putting all this emphasis on the thing. but they're not hearing what they need to hear, right? Like, yeah, I get that, I understand that, but that's not really what I'm looking for. And it really is, but you just haven't articulated that yet, right? So for example, um, if you let's say you teach on let me see, let's say you help people to discover their purpose. This is what one of my clients does. She helps people to discover their purpose, right? And I actually, believe it or not, y'all, like that's how I started out with my business. When I first started my business, that's what I talked about. I talked about how to find your purpose. And that's why I got into branding, because I believe that building a personal brand starts with your purpose. So talking about life purpose evolved into helping people to build personal brands, because that's where your personal brand starts, with your purpose, right? So if I'm talking about life purpose, right? There's something else that we want when we want to discover what our purpose is. There's an empty feeling because we're doing all of the things, we're successful, we take care of our families, we take care of our homes, we take care of our spouses, and we take care of people in ministry. Like, we take care of everybody. Y'all know how us women do. Like, we take care of everybody, right? But at the end of the day, if you're feeling unfulfilled, then that is a lack of purpose. And so when you're selling that, what you're selling them is on the fulfillment that they're looking for, right? You're selling them on the joy and the fulfillment that they're going to experience as a result of discovering their purpose and walking out their purpose. So I want you to think about the thing behind the thing, right? If you have a program where you help people to lose weight, then do they really want to lose weight? Right? They do. But what's the reason why they want to lose weight? What's the thing behind the thing? Okay. And for your ideal clients, it could be something different. If I sell a program to help women lose weight, but maybe my ideal client is, maybe I'm looking for women between the ages of 20 and 35, right? And then let's say you're sitting next to me and you sell a program to help people lose weight too, but maybe your audience is women over 50. They're going to be different things behind the things for each of our clients, right? So for my client may just be like, look, I'm just trying to look good on the beach because, I'm trying to get right and I want to look good on the beach. Whatever good is for them, right? Because looking good on the beach could be different for everybody, right? We don't all have the same idea of what looks good on the beach, right? So maybe they just want to look good on the beach, and maybe, they're working on what they want to work on, right? But then the for you, if you're selling to women over 50, maybe they want to run around and play with their grandkids. Maybe that's why they want to lose weight. Okay. So do y'all see how, like, you really got to get into, or health reasons. Yep, exactly. Or health reasons. So you really got to get into the mindset and understanding of what your ideal clients actually want. Because I promise you, the stuff that we focus on is not actually what's moving the needle. And what you really got to do is get into their mindsets and think like them. Think like how they think, and think about the thing behind the thing. So when you put your offer together and you map out your process, you sell them, you articulate, okay, this is what you're going to get as a result of downloading my meal plan and joining my 6-month program. When you finish after 6 months, you're going to feel so much more confident again. You're also going to be able to have more energy. Now, what you say is going to differ depending on your ideal client. If my ideal client is over 50, I may say things like that, like, you're going to feel so much more confident again. You're going to have a lot more energy to run around and play with your kids and their kids. And you're also going to be able to pick up some hobbies that you put aside. If I'm talking to a different ideal client, I may say something like, you're going to look awesome when you hit the beach this summer. And you're going to be able to fit in your favorite pair of jeans again. So do y'all see how, like, depending on who I'm talking to, what I'm articulating might be different based on what I know about my ideal clients. Okay. So I'm just giving you a little extra little sales tips so that when you do put your offer together, I want you, while you're designing that offer, I want you to think about the thing behind the thing. Like, what's the thing behind the thing that your ideal clients actually want? And that is what you articulate. Yes, you talk about the sessions and all that stuff, but You want to focus on the thing behind the thing. Now, here's another thing. Your what you're giving is not as important as the transformation. And here's what I mean by that. Your ideal client, they don't really care if it's 2 sessions or 3 sessions, because what they want to know is, okay, what's the outcome that I'm getting? If you're going to give me a plan to map out my next, how to make my next 6 figures, I don't care if you do it in 2 sessions or 3 sessions. Okay. What I'm concerned about is I need this plan for my next 6 figures. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So if you go, and I know some of you, when you put this thing together, you're gonna be like, should I do 2 sessions? Should I do 3 sessions? Should I do this? What you really need to be concerned about is being clear on the outcome that you're going to help people to get, because they don't really care how many sessions you do it in, as long as they're going to get that result. I don't care if you send it to me in an ebook. as long as I get this result, that's what I really want. So I'm just saying that so that you don't put so much stress on how many sessions, how long the program is going to be. Now, I do encourage longer programs because it takes time to get like a real transformation in some instances. Like for me, like my main program is 12 months, because there's so much information that I share with my clients. I can't squeeze it all into a 3-week program. There's no way. There's so much that I have to teach them, that I share with them, and that I help them to develop through. By the end of the year, like even the years go by so fast. Like I had a client who graduated and I didn't even realize that the year was up. And I was like, that year went by so fast. Okay. But if you're putting a lot of stress on how long the program is going to be, how many sessions I'm going to do, that's going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep you delayed. What you really need to put your emphasis on is what transformations your people are going to get, and emphasize that. Okay. Because they're not going to be all, they're not going to not buy your program because they wanted 2 sessions and it's only one. That won't stop somebody from buying your program. What will stop somebody from buying your program is if they don't know what transformation they're going to get. Okay. All right. So we talked about the 2 things you need to start coaching. And I told you that all you need is you need a way to get paid. Okay. And you need an offer. And what mean by offer is your program. And inside of that program, you want to make sure you've got your process mapped out. If people can see like what they're getting, they don't need the whole program. Okay. Another one, if another thing that may be keeping you stuck, if you feel like you got to have your whole program done, that's not true. If you got your process done, that's all you need. If people can see the process that you're going to take them through, the outcomes that they're going to get, that's all you need to start selling. You can build your program out as you go. Okay. So let's say, for example, you got your offer, you know what transformation people are going to get. You got your pricing together and you got a way to get paid. You can start getting clients and you start working with them and teaching them, and you can build your program out as you go. So let's say, for example, you meet with your clients every Thursday at 12 o'clock, right? You get on Zoom with them, you meet with them, you record that session. Then you upload that session into whoever's hosting your classes. You upload that and they can go back and watch the classes. And then when you get new clients, your new clients can go back and watch those classes. And that's how you build it out as you go. So don't sit there stuck like, oh, I have to build my whole program. You do not. As a matter of fact, it's better if you don't build your program out, because you get to see what your clients actually need. Okay. Like one of the things that I didn't realize that my clients needed was creating offers. I just thought that everybody knows how to put an offer together. I didn't realize that this is something that people need. People need help with creating their offers. They want to understand how to put things together, how to write the copy and things like that. Now, I'm not saying you can't do an offer on your own, because you absolutely can. The difference with working with someone like myself is I have experience with designing offers, and I know what sells. I know how to position your offer in a way that's going to make it sell, because I've done it so many times for clients and for myself. I know what sells and I can cut right to it. So if you're like, okay, this is what I want to do What I start doing in my mind is positioning what you want to do in a way that's going to make it sell. And all you literally have to do is just, take it and run with it. Okay. I really just, I would, yes. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad. I am so glad. Like you listen, you can, as long as you got your process and people know what they're getting, you can start selling and build that thing as you go. That will keep you stuck for so long. Let me tell y'all a secret. It's not really a secret because I tell y'all this all the time. I used to create stuff all the time and it didn't sell. Y'all, this is why I'm so good at what I do. And I'm not bragging, y'all. Y'all know by now that I don't really brag. When I tell you something, it's to show you a point. But the reason why I'm so good at what I do is because I've launched a lot of offers that did not sell. And I had to take a step back and realize, okay, why didn't that sell? Like, what didn't make that sell? Y'all, now when I create offers, because of all of those flops that I had, now when I create offers, my clients' offers sell. My offers sell. But I didn't get here overnight, y'all. Like I had to I had to launch some things that flopped before I got to the point where I know exactly what sells. So now when my clients are doing something, I'm literally like helping them to position in a way that's going to sell. Shanta, thank you, Natasha. Yes, ma'am. I sure will. I will get you together. Thank you. Natasha said, I brag on you for you. Thank you. So you guys, like, think about, I'm telling y'all, like, if you don't hear anything else that I say today, make sure that you hear this. Now is the time for you to step out. If you've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, now is the time. Listen, if you have to, turn off the news. Turn off the news, okay? If you gotta listen, one of my clients that's on here, Natasha, get with her. I don't know. For those of you who just joined us, I said this earlier. Get with Natasha. You'll see her in the comments. Get with Natasha. She's doing a workshop tonight. Unapologetically No workshop tonight, right? And I'm telling y'all, I'm so excited for this workshop because Natasha has this energy that's just so like contagious. You cannot be around her and be sad. You cannot be around her and not want to get your life together because she just has this thing about her. So tonight she's going to be talking about how to get your life back because we know that this pandemic has caused so much in our lives, right? She's going to be talking about how to get your life back tonight. She's going to be talking about how, not just how to say no, but she's going to give you some strategies for how to say no to people. For those of you who you want to say no but you don't really know how, she's going to give you the toolbox tonight to help you to say no. She's going to be talking about how to set boundaries, which is so important for so many people. But if you're at a place where you're tired and you're feeling burned out and you're like, listen, something has got to change or I'm not going to make it, you're going to have to get with Natasha. She's the bomb.com. So y'all, think about what you want to do right now. I'm telling you, the God has spread the Red Sea. Her hugs are so life-giving. I believe that. We talked about that she has the most amazing hugs. We talked about that. And sometimes, listen, hugs can be healing. My grandmother has that thing. My grandmother could hug somebody and they can, pass out under the power of God because her hugs are just healing. Yep. Yep. Done is better than perfect. That is so true. Getting it done is better than having it perfect. Okay. So I have clients right now who are selling right now. And one of my clients, she has closed 9 sales over the last 3 weeks. Jarrell says, what's her link? Natasha, can you drop Jarrell, send Natasha a DM and she will send you an invoice. My clients are selling right now. They're making money, you guys. And I'm just telling you this so that you understand that if you got to turn off the news and stop thinking about all of the negative stuff that's going on, get into serving people, get into service. People are still investing right now. Okay. People are still spending money to invest in themselves. And I believe that they always will. And I told you guys the kind of person that I am. When I first started investing, I just did not have the extra money laying around like that. My household had just went from 2 incomes to 1 income, but I found a way to make my investments happen. People will still listen. I'm the kind of person, if I got to choose between eating shrimp for the week or eating hot dogs, If I could eat shrimp or make an investment and eat hot dogs, I'm eating hot dogs because that's how serious I am about investing in myself, y'all. Like, look, I don't need if I have a birthday or a holiday, I don't need you to buy me uh perfume and all that. Buy me some books, buy me a class, because that's just how serious I am about investing in myself. So y'all, this has been so awesome. So I want you to really take everything in that we talked about today. I didn't even plan on going for a whole hour. It's getting ready to rain where I live, so I was like, oh, it's gonna rain. I love when it rains. So I was like, I'm gonna get on, I'm gonna hang out with my people, and then I'm gonna go enjoy the rain. So there she is. There's Natasha's information. So think about everything that we talked about today, y'all, and how you can put together an offer to serve your people. If you're not making offers to your people, you're doing people a disservice, because there are people who will pay you for what you know. And I say this all the time. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know more than the people who are paying you. If you got one step, people will pay you for that one step, right? Because everybody's on a journey. If you got one step to help somebody get to the next level, that's all you need, and people will pay you for that. So if you're waiting to be a guru, that's never coming, right? That's not going to just happen. It's not going to come to you. You have to walk into it. The way that you walk into it is by getting into action. So don't wait for, oh, I need this. I don't need that. I don't need all of these. You don't need the 20,000 things. You need to know more than the people who are paying you. That's it. I promise y'all, like, y'all, I know how, like, looking around can make you feel like, oh, I need all of this. I need all of this. You don't. You need your payment processor and your offer. You also need a little bit of perseverance. That I will add that to it. You need some perseverance, because y'all, business is not easy. If I said that to you, I would be lying. It's not easy. It's easier when you have a network, when you have a group of people that get it, and when you have someone to support you along the way. It's easier, but it's hard for everybody. Like, none of us have it easier. Everybody starts at zero. We all start at the beginning, y'all. Like, look, we all start at zero. We all start with $0 in a bank account, zero followers, zero list, zero sales. We all start at the beginning, and we all have to put in the work, y'all. We all got to put in the same work. Okay. Don't look at somebody with 20,000 followers and be like, I could never get there. No, you can if you do the work. Okay. No one is better than, look, we all need Jesus. None of us are better than the other one, right? We all got to put in the work. And I said this before, y'all, nobody's coming back to save us until Jesus comes back, right? So that means we got to roll up our sleeves and we got to put in that work. If you put the work in, you will be successful. As long as you understand that, yeah, sometimes you're going to make mistakes. Okay. You're going to make mistakes. Hey, and you're going to make mistakes. $0 in, yep. And you can still do some amazing work with $0, right? You can still do some amazing work. Y'all, I told you guys, when I first started, I was fresh out of the Navy and I had a vision, and I didn't even know how I was going to get there. I had a vision for what I wanted to do. My husband was working. We had just lost that. I did not retire. I did 10 years. So I did not have retirement pay. So I got out of the Navy and I'm trying to, like, figure out life. Y'all know my story. Some of you know my story. I was lost trying to figure out what my purpose was. I was having an identity crisis, and I did not have extra money laying around like that. So I had to figure it out. And you can too. If you got that entrepreneurial spirit that I know God has given you, you have the power to figure it out. The other day I made a post and I said, use everything you have to get to that next level. Use your resources, use your network. Who do you need to reach out to in your network? You probably got people in your network right now. First of all, in your network right now, you probably got about 5 clients in your network already. You probably have people in your network who know some of your clients. If you reach out to them and ask them, do they know anyone who needs your services? You probably have people in your network who would help you do certain things for your business. Use everything. Don't look at just yourself and say, well, I can't. Think about, who do I know? What do I have? What resources do I have? Y'all remember when God said, Moses, what you got in your hand? Moses was like, Lord, I can't do that. I can't even speak right. I stutter. I don't. And he was like, what's in your hand? And he had the staff in his hand. And God used what was in his hand to accomplish great things. What's in your hand right now that you can use? What do you have in your hand right now that you can use? I promise you, you got enough right now to do whatever you're trying to do. You have enough right now. But what sometimes what we do is we look at other people and we think we need all this stuff. And you really don't. If you have a phone, listen, your phone is enough to do everything that you need to do. Okay. So if you're looking around for the next thing, you are the next best thing. So don't look around for the next best thing because you are the next best thing. All I'm telling you is to step out and use what you have right now to get to the next level. Okay. Get your offer together, get your payment processor together. If you're ready to invest, send me a message and we can talk about some ideas and some different options that I have for you to invest if you need help with your offer. When I tell y'all like creating an offer is my jam. Listen, I create offers this is how I this is my bread and butter. I create offers for people. Okay? And I'm the person who creates offers and I'm telling you that all you need is a process. You need your offer, you need a process in that offer and a way to get paid. So that should be enough for y'all to trust me for me to tell you that you don't need 50,000 things, right? You need an offer and you need to be clear on the transformation that your offer is going to help people to get. You need a way to get paid and you're ready to go, okay? Thank you so much. Yes, you are. You are the next best thing, okay? So you guys, so feel free to reach out to me. Y'all know, some of you already know you can reach me on any platform. If you're on LinkedIn, Facebook, y'all can send me a message. Like I'm always on Messenger. My clients know the fastest way to get me is on Messenger. If you're watching me from YouTube right now, just come over to any platform where you can message me or just send me an email at info@shantaprince.com. I'm in the messages often talking to people. If you've got ideas, if you got something that you want to work on, I'm very approachable and I read my own messages. I don't have someone doing my messages. Well, at least not at this moment. So I read all of my own messages. So you can, when you message me, you'll know that is me. So talk to me. Let me know what you're working on, what your ideas are, and I'll be very happy to help you or to talk about what investment opportunities that I have that are coming up. What's your YouTube? Just go to YouTube, type in Shanta Prince. I'm on every platform as Shanta Prince. Like all of my stuff is the same everywhere. So if you go on YouTube and type in Shanta Prince, you'll see me come up there. I really when I stream every week, so I go live every Thursday at 12. I also stream to YouTube as well. So this stream is running on YouTube right now. It's running on and on LinkedIn right now, and inside of my Facebook group and on my Facebook page. So y'all can connect with me on any platform. I've also been having a blast on TikTok, y'all. I've been testing out some stuff on TikTok. So that has been a lot of fun, just trying some new things and getting an understanding for how TikTok works. But Facebook is always my favorite. It's always my jam. Like I don't care what new platform I try. I always end up coming back to Facebook. Facebook is my it's my jam. But yeah, so if you see me on other platforms, Facebook is always like my primary. So you can always connect with me here or via email. All right, y'all. So if you have any ideas, if there's something that you want me to talk about, just send me a message and say, hey, Shanta, can you cover this? Because it gives me ideas for what to bring you guys on Thursday. So let me know what next topic you want to know about. If you're not already, come on over and join my Facebook group. It's Purpose Driven Coaches and Mentors. And I go live in there as well and engage with you guys there as well. So if you're not already, come on over and join us inside of the Facebook group, and you can connect with me there as well. Other than that, I'll see you back here next Thursday at the same time. Y'all have a wonderful week, and I'll be seeing you again